All right, hey guys, I'm going to work example number 2 from our notes page as just an example to help you get started on this notes. You are going to use this example to help you do 1, 3, and 4, and I will probably let you have some time to work with a friend as well in a little while. So number 2 says Carter receives a $40 gift card to use at the city pool. Each visit cost him $8. Okay, so first we're just looking at that problem. Do we know what we start with? Sure, we start with a $40 gift card. So this is what we start with. Okay, and every single time that he goes to the pool, it's going to cost him. That means he's going to be losing money. So this is a negative. Well, how much is he going to lose every single time he goes? $8. So that is going to be the rate at which he loses money. Okay, so part A says using Y to represent the remaining amount on the gift card and X to represent the number of visits to the pool, write an equation to model this situation. So remember, when we are writing equations right now, everything we're doing is linear equations. So we should be using our slope-intercept form. In our slope-intercept form, remember, M is our slope or our rate, and B is our y-intercept, or we like to call it what we start with. Okay? So using this, I can very simply put that my rate is that he loses $8 every time he goes to the pool. That's what X is. And he started with $40 on his gift card. So that's what my B is. All right. So now what we want to do on part B is we want to graph this. So it says graph the equation that you wrote. Make sure to label the graph. So I say let's come over here and make an XY table. Okay. This just says that when he has not visited the pool at all, how much money is on his gift card. After he visits the pool one time, how much money is on his gift card? Well, every time it's going to go down by 8. So 40 minus 8 is going to give us 32. After 2 visits, that number is going to decrease 8 more, so 24. After 3 visits, it's going to decrease again, 16. After 4 visits, it's going to be 8. And after 5 visits, he will have $0 left on his gift card. Okay, so this is going to help us get some ordered pairs to plot on our graph, but first we need to set up what our x-axis is and what our y-axis is. So our x-axis here, it already told us it's the number of visits to the pool. So down here we're going to write number of visits. And it tells us that our Y is going to be the remaining amount on the gift card. So I'm just going to call this money on gift card. Okay. Now I got to put some numbers on this. So let's think about this. On the x-axis, I really only need to get to 5. And I have a lot of lines. So we can go every other one and count by 1 if you want, or you can do every line as 1. If it'd be easier for you, just use every single line as 1. And I'm only going to write up to 10 because I know I don't need that many because I stop at 5. Okay, this here in the corner is always going to be 0. So now I need to label my y-axis. So when I label my y-axis, I have to think. I know I need to start at 40. And this is going to keep going down. So the biggest number I need on this is 40. And every single time, these are going to go down by 8. So instead of counting by 8, let's count by 4s just so we can space it out a little bit more. So this would be 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. And I'm not going to go any higher because I don't need any higher than 40. If you want to go 44, 48, then that's fine. It's not necessary. Then all we're going to do is plot these points. So 0, 40, 0, 40, 132, 224. So these are all nice. They're right on these points for us. 316, 48, and 50. I am going to connect this. This is a linear function. I am not putting arrows on this because I cannot go negative visits to the pool, and I can't go visit more if I don't have any money left on my gift card. So now that we've got the graph all done, we're going to look over here at C, D, E, and F. And C says, what is the slope and what does it represent? So we've already identified that my slope here is -8. So my slope is -8. And what is that representing? Well, that represents how much it costs every time he goes to the pool. So it costs $8 every time Carter visits the pool. Okay, then D says, well, what is the y-intercept and what does it represent? So my y-intercept, remember, that comes from my B value, so this 40. My y-intercept is 0, 40, and it represents after no visits, because remember, X is the number of visits. After no visits, he has how much money on the gift card? $40. So after 0 visits to the pool, Carter has $40 on his gift card. Okay. What are the X and Y intercepts? Well, we know that an x-intercept is where we touch or cross the x-axis. So we're looking at this point right here. That ordered pair is going to be 5, 0. And the y-intercept is the one that we already labeled in part D, 0, 40. Okay, and then part F is asking us one last question here. It says, what does the ordered pair 316 mean in context? That means in words related to going to the pool and money on the gift card. Okay, so X represents the number of visits. Y represents the money on the gift card. So after 3 visits to the pool, Carter has $16 left on his gift card. Okay, so use this example. Feel free to pause, go back, listen to it again, write it all down in your notes. Use this to help you do 1, 3, and 4.